This is a breakfast banana split, and then you can make this in a hot summer day. And what I put in there, my ingredients are bananas, yogurt, low-fat yogurt, diced strawberries, blueberries, and I added, put some honey on there, and then granola, and then on top I put peanut butter. So this is pertaining to my plate. Like my plate, it has fruits, dairy, protein, and then grain.
Hi, my name is Tyrell Holiday. I came to this workshop because I heard there's going to be food, healthy foods, and I tried the banana split, which is really awesome, and it helps. There's fruits in there, there's bananas, there's protein in there, and there's yogurt, which is really good. Thank you.
The food sovereignty, to really establish it so that all of you will know how to garden, you know how to take care of your plants, to get what you want, fruits, vegetables, what type of foods you want out of your garden, and be able to fix it yourselves so that you're working your garden, you have the knowledge of what you're supposed to have, healthy foods to prevent diabetes. Gardening water basics. So when we talk about gardening, we have to make sure there is plenty of water that goes into our garden. In particular, nitrogen. When rain is forming up there in the sky, it collects the nitrogen, the nutrient nitrogen. So when it hits your soil, it becomes part of the soil. Nitrogen is introduced into your soil. Nitrogen helps the plant get leafy green leaves. Why do they put chlorination in our water? Let's say they take it from that stream, and now it's being introduced into before it's being introduced into your home, it has to be treated. Without water treatment, you're not ingesting the chemicals or other stuff that you're not supposed to be eating, drinking. So the chlorination is meant to kill off the bacteria. If you put that tap water onto your soil, it's going to be killing off the nutrients in your garden. I'm going to pour water in here, and I will let it sit. Leave the container open. The evaporation will naturally occur. So all of that chlorination will evaporate. So now you've got better water to put into your garden. You don't want that soil to dry out. The soil around the seeds are always wet. It will allow it to break open, the skin on the seed to break open and start to grow. If you let it dry out, then you might have missing plants. So make sure it's wet all the time. Let's say the plant on top is this long, this tall. The roots are going to be similar. So you need the water to reach all the way down to the roots. So this is the connector. And then to that, the one that's pointing to you, the one with the water emitter will be connected to this.
Okay.
So that's how those 4 pieces will work.
And we just really got like small little green stuff really coming out now, which is really awesome. We planted some corn, some watermelons, and then some broccoli, and then spinach. Oh, we got a lot. It's really fun to do.
Wow, yes. It really is something to see, those plants grow. You're learning the science of how to do some of these things. And it goes all the way into the food cycle. It's cheap. Stick, see? You can use the metal clothes hangers.
Yeah.
Cut off the hook, cut it off there, and then this is already shaped this way. Just cut here so you have 2 pieces. So you turn that, just put put it over your line, and it will not move around. If you have animal water troughs, you can do the same thing. Fill it up the night before. You might even put a little hole underneath it, but and then I'll go into the drip line system.
The drip line.
And actually, I have one set up outside. We will connect the watering hose to that. And this is the main header I was talking about, the one that runs this way. And every single one of those hose is staked down. This has been amended. It has manure.
Okay.
It has some manure. We also put some fertilizer on it, the humate, to get the soil ready. And when the seeds go in, when it gets the water, it will allow the seeds to flourish a lot quicker. If you don't have one of these fancy deals, you can always bend it and then put a plier on it, just tie it in place so the water will not run through. So that one needs to be staked down.
Those like that.
I plan on putting peppers on this side because they're smaller plants. So they will be in this row. And then probably a squash or a viney plant here. It needs bigger space. And here are the walkways. So there, on each bed there are 2 hose running parallel to each other. And at the end, this is what I was talking about.
Okay.
It's cheap. You don't have to invest too much money into it.
When you plant, it's going to be like on the side, is it?
I will plant right where the water emitters are at. When I turn the water on, I'm not going to put the seeds in ahead of time. I will let the water tell me where to put the seeds, where there's a big drip. These water emitters will do that job for me. So it'll be here, and this has been used a number of years, so there will be one here, here, here. Those are where all the water emitters are at. Yes. Yeah, and this is the walkway. I will not be walking on the bed because you don't want to compact the bed down. Yeah, also what is missing is a mesh that goes all the way around. What I noticed from previous years is when it gets windy, all that sand from that other side, it goes onto the foliage of the leaves. When those leaves are not getting the sunlight, they tend to die. So when you get a big windstorm, shake out your leaves. So I'll have a mesh. They're rather expensive.
I've seen them,
do the cheap landscaping mesh. I run it all the way around and tie them to the T-posts. The idea is to make sure that we're using the herbs in the foods we make. So we will use it in our food demonstration. And then we have used the other plants, the vegetables, as door prizes.
Juliet Austin Tsako Patato Nasha Yisi Nede Chilchambito de Shagan Ado. I found out about this workshop they're having on gardening and all other kind of stuff. I was so interested. I'm retired, so I want to do something, have a hobby, and I've always wanted to do gardening. So this is I just love it. I'm so interested in everything. And I love to grow my own garden someday. We had a garden when we were little, but now my mom and dad are passed away, and my sister gardens, but she needs to learn the soil type and stuff like that, and that's what I'm learning, and it's really interesting. I love it. So I've always wanted to get into something like this.
When I'm going to plant the seeds, I'm going to let the water run for at least 2 hours. So the deep watering happens. Yes. And the idea behind this concept of food sovereignty project with the Sebindiska Community Center is to build that foundations, the basic building foundations of creating your own garden, getting the food from that garden, and being healthier to prevent diabetes. The herbs that we're going to use, we will certainly focus a lot of information or focus on that subject, only because when we have foods, we tend to put lots of salt and sugar for flavoring, but the herbs will do that. They have their natural nutrients from it, so we want to focus on that, and we want people to do their own garden and create a sustainable way of securing your food.
Hi, my name is Mian Mose. I'm from Iron Valley, Utah. From today, what I learned was basically learn how to garden. I know how to do watering systems and how to garden already, but today I just kind of learned how to learn about nutrition and other stuff. So I really got to know a little bit more information from that. Thank you.